On a Monday afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon to you. First warning meteorologist Eric Burris here with you for the afternoon coffee talk. A check-in, see how things are doing, a status check of sorts as Manifoli and I are just about done with the forecast. Well, I'm done with the forecast. He's just going through and like a proud papa, he's double checking everything. He's fixing my errors, meteorologically speaking. I hope you're having a great day. Listen, what a meltdown happening as we speak in the air traffic control system. Thankfully, it is not weather related, but at one point there was a ground stop for all flights heading into Florida because Miami Center's radar navigation system, the computer system that they use to track the flights, went down. And as you can imagine, that's a bit of an important piece. So what we understand is that things are coming back online, but the delays are just terrible. Let's look at the very latest flight status from Orlando International Airport. This is data from the big board. So this is the data that the Orlando International Airport is putting out. 99 flights currently on time, but honest to goodness, I would say on time-ish. 81 delayed flights and 11 cancellations. At earlier post, and the FAA has not updated this, but at earlier post, they were saying that flights heading down to Florida are running on a 3-hour delay, okay? That is a huge issue. That said, things are looking better and better and better. We've noticed that the published delay time at Orlando International Airport is coming down little bit by little bit. As a matter of fact, let's see. Load, there you are. The published delay time at Orlando International Airport running 15 to 30 minutes, but honestly, that's been a little on the more conservative side of things. It's been higher than that. Miami Airport at 45, but again, that's average delays, and that's not taking into account flights that maybe haven't been published delayed just yet. But either way, some really big issues in the national airspace system right now. The good news is that at least weather-wise, things are beautiful. There's a shot from the Orlando downtown tower cam. Let's look over from the WESH 2 studios. Mix of clouds and sun. I mean, it is stunning. The Orlando International Airport, just for what it's worth, the sky condition is fantastic. There's no problems there whatsoever. Up to Ocala, camera's down, we'll have to fix that. Disney Springs looking gorgeous. Let me take you to New Smyrna Beach. This camera, we've never really, at least as long as I don't think I've ever seen this shot. Nope. So what we did is we asked the folks in the back to turn it north and to zoom in. So what you're looking at on the far left side of your screen, that's Daytona Beach. Then of course there's Ormond Beach and up to Flagler. Now we're zoomed in, so obviously the visibility is going to come down, but there's a definite fog there in the distance. Now we can actually look at that fog using our fog tracker, and if you look, it's that little kind of blotch of darker purples. Yeah, that's fog sitting just offshore of Flagler County and the Flagler-Volusia border. I expect that that's going to come in at some point through later this afternoon into this evening, and we will start to experience sea fog rolling in. That said, the visibilities are fine, right? Like we can check the sensors and we're at 10 miles, so we're good there. But the National Weather Service office in Jacksonville has already went out and issued a dense fog advisory for Flagler County, Marion County, and points to the north for overnight tonight into tomorrow. They're expecting that to be the case. Fog developing. We're already seeing it. And what's interesting is let's look at the visible satellite presentation, okay? Because the visible satellite will also show that fog, okay? Here's a look at it. And just look over this is the last 3 hours. Let me just go back 3 hours. Do you see how 3 hours ago it was still foggy in St. Augustine, right? You see that? Thick fog there in St. Augustine. And as I put this into motion, we have the fog. Now it's fading because the sun angle is getting lower. So it's not that the fog's disappearing. It's just we're losing the visible satellite imagery. But I just think it's very interesting that Middleburg, St. Augustine, like that whole area just south of Jacksonville, had fog until just a little bit ago. So the atmosphere didn't mix it up at all, you know. And so what we're looking at for tonight is dense fog to continue. So let's just take a look at Futurecast here for the next few hours' time. And then I see your comments going by. I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. But look at 5 p.m. According to Futurecast, Manifoli, we're already getting sea fog rolling in off the Atlantic. Now, I think that may be a little early.
Well, it's
but
not that far offshore.
It's also not spread that far south, though. Like,
That's true, too.
so I think maybe, Flagler may be inbound for some sea fog. Yeah, during our newscasts. So interesting stuff. Notice 6, 7 o'clock, it's starting to roll in. So according to Futurecast, by 8 o'clock, we already have some fog knocking on parts of the metro area. And then by 11 o'clock, when Manifoli's doing... Manifoli, I have to show respect to my elders. Excuse me. I haven't worked with the guy in a minute, so I'm just beating him up on overtime. But overnight tonight, the fog's around, and then notice 6 o'clock in the morning, meteorologist Kellyanne Class will be tracking fog as well. You'll have to deal with it. I'll have to deal with it taking the kids to school. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right, so yeah, I mean, it's not spread. I mean, there's some stuff. You know what? It looks like it is spreading, though. If you look at that, it is spreading south. So it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility. That.
What was that you're running, NDFD?
No. This is nighttime microphysics.
No, the RPM earlier, just a couple minutes
Oh yeah, that was the Futurecast model. Yeah. And I clicked save, so it's at the top of the list for you. All right. So anyway, I'm not ignoring you, Chris. I'm ignoring everybody because I'm on a roll. I apologize. Anyway, here's the forecast for tonight. I'll pop this up and then we can start talking. Comfortable temperatures, lower 70s, upper 60s, and developing that fog. We may have to tweak this and add some fog in earlier, though. Yeah. So this is rough draft of the forecast. See, this is why Coffee Talk works. It kind of puts everything in a nice bow.
One thing about doing it there is you get a little perspective.
Right.
Before you go on the air.
Absolutely, I like it.
Yeah. So here's
All right. So that's where we're at in terms of the setup right now. That's the planner for tonight. Fog developing area-wide. Temperatures dropping into the upper 50s, lower 60s. Tomorrow's going to be getting even warmer out ahead of our next frontal boundary. Laura says we're your practice run. That's great. I like that. I like that mentality. Tomorrow, Wednesday, looking at rain moving toward us. And then by Thursday, the rain actually gets here, ushering in cooler temperatures for Friday. So that's where we're at, friends. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. And again, this is just rough draft number 1. This is the morning forecast package. Manifoli is going to be finalizing the evening forecast package. And I'll have that for you, by the way, at 4 o'clock. Diana says, hello, Tony Manalfi Wesh. Happy New Year.
right back at you, Diane.
Right back at you. You say Manifoli, I say Manifoli. Let's call the whole thing off. Waka waka. So how's everybody doing? You doing good? Everybody having a great day so far? Yeah? The big story is definitely going to be that building heat for Tuesday, Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be near records. One other thing that I want to make sure to point out, a 90% chance of good weather for tomorrow's Falcon 9 launch at 9:56 in the morning. It's looking good. Now for booster recovery, not a concern because it's heading back to landing zone 1. That means sonic booms. That means if it departs at 9:56, go 8 minutes after that, just after 10 a.m. If you live especially along the Space Coast, could be talking about the twin sonic booms. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. All right? Any questions, comments, concerns? I got 20 minutes to newscast time, which means I'm going to have to put my makeup on. Woof. All that fun stuff. All right, not looking forward to the higher than normal temps, but all in all, life is good. Julie on YouTube, I agree. Laura says sonic booms are always the best. They're cool. They're definitely cool. Temperatures aren't cool. They're warm, but everything else is cool. All right. For now, we're not looking at any threat for severe weather, at least for right now. Looks like it's all the energy's falling apart in our area. But yeah, so just a couple showers around. It's also Disney races late this week, so I'll have to work on that stuff. Yeah. All right, people, enough. I'm gonna go do some TV here in a couple of minutes. I don't even have a pocket. I can't have a pocket protector without a pocket, Chris. All right, people, so I will see you at 4 o'clock. We'll have the updated forecast. We're going to have to start tweaking the mentions for some fog tonight. And then we're going to be discussing record temperatures these next couple of days. Could we be in that vicinity? Yes. All right. We'll chat about it when I see you on TV in 20 minutes for WESH 2 News at 4. And then the Chief is doing whatever you're doing.
I want to make a fog graphic. You got me thinking about this now. I need to add another layer.
Yeah, you need to put the blue behind that.
Yeah.
All right, so he's working fog. Always the enterpriser. Gene Roddenberry would be proud. All right, be the sunshine in someone else's day. I will see you all at 4 o'clock on TV.